Before we get to the video, if you would like to help me stop the madness, then please visit madnessnation.net to get all of your merchandise, or simply hit the link in the description below to donate. Remember, I cannot stop the madness without you. Madness. Are you able to look at the madness in this man's eyes? You know, I done had shows on here where I had warned people against dating apps. You know, dating apps is always a tricky thing because although you can meet somebody in person and you still technically don't know them, you kind of at least get to see a little bit. You get to see something, the mannerisms or something, you know. On these dating apps, it's just whatever. Now, unfortunately, madness, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. This woman who you see on the screen is no longer with us. Her name is Erica. She's artistic. And she made a mistake by going out and giving this man the opportunity, giving this man the honor of a date that she didn't make it from. We're going to watch this video. It's going to explain what happened with this man who, unfortunately, did what we see all too often.
Circumstances surrounding a missing woman's murder. Erica Shultz went missing from Bloomsburg on December 4th. Yesterday, police found her body in Luzerne County and arrested the man they believe is responsible. Newswatch 16's Chelsea Strube joins us live from State Police.
Tell us what really happened. Madness.
That's right. Good evening, Lisa. A news conference wrapped up here about 4:15, and we learned more about the events that led up to the murder of Erica Shultz of Bloomsburg.
Dang, that wind blowing
this
hard.
all started on a dating website, and there could be more people like Erica out there.
I hope not.
It was in these woods.
I mean, I know it's more people that this didn't happen to, but I hope it ain't more people out there because Erica's gone. Rest in peace, Erica. And I hope that your family and friends are able to stay strong through this hard time because you ran into a man who was infected with the madness.
It's along Hobby Road in Butler Township, Luzerne County, where over the weekend police found the body of a missing woman, 26-year-old Erica Shultz of Bloomsburg. She was last seen by family on December 4th, and investigators were led to the woods here by the man they believe is responsible for her murder, 42-year-old Harold David Haulman III of Duncannon, Pennsylvania.
Tell me he don't look like he's infected with the madness. Some people out here is just soulless. Like, how do you go on a date? Met somebody from an app, go on a date. She been missing since December 4th. I can only imagine the pain that her family was in, you know, looking for her. Like, you know, I'm sure this wasn't normal for her. It gotta be a scary thing for friends and family. Like, you know, she ain't came home. This ain't like her. Especially if you know she went out on the date. Madness.
An area just north of Harrisburg. During a news conference, investigators say they were able to track Haulman down after working with cell phone companies, online dating websites, and the FBI. Police discovered that Shultz and Haulman had been in contact with one another after meeting on MeetMe.com. In an interview with a male friend of Shultz, police say Shultz had expressed concerns to her friend about going out with a man called Dave.
He asked her not to go if she was so concerned, but she responded, "I'll just see how it goes."
So they saying that she had concerns about going out on a date with him, but she just went anyway. Listen, ladies, if you are dealing with somebody who you obviously never met before, you met them off a dating app, and you have concerns, don't go. I believe that was that gut feeling in your stomach that was trying to protect Erica and trying to tell her, don't go. If you have a feeling like that, don't go. And you got some people that say, well, you know, maybe she's just paranoid or whatnot. And it's like, okay, if you're paranoid and you don't go out on the date, so what? You just don't go out on the date. You're still alive. right? You don't run into a crazy person like Harold who's infected with the madness. If you have a gut feeling and your gut is really bothering you and you do not feel comfortable, please do not go listen to your gut feeling, because I'm going to tell you something. You ain't missing out on nothing by not going on that date. You'll have some people saying, oh, well, how you know? That could be her husband. You know what? If it's her husband, it was meant to be. If it was meant to be, then it'll find a way to work it out. That's the facts.
The night she went missing, police say Haulman surprised Shultz at her apartment and asked her to go for a drive.
Through a search of her phone records, it was discovered that Erica's last communication was an incoming text from a cell phone number that said surprise and knock knock.
Oh, hell nah. So she met this dude off a dating site, and are they saying that he popped up at her house? He's already doing pop-ups? Ladies, you have to pay attention to the signs. Definitely pay attention to the signs. Like, if a dude doing a pop-up at your house that quick, you can't just pop up over somebody's house. You have to build that rapport with a person. You have to be comfortable. Y'all have to be comfortable with each other before you start doing pop-ups. Matter of fact, before you do it, you have to be like, if I was to just stop by one day, would that be a problem to you? Would that be a problem for you? And y'all have to agree. Nah, that'd be okay. Yeah, you can do that. If you don't get the okay, don't do it. He's popping up. This dude's infected with the madness, and he trying to spread the madness to other people.
Investigators discovered that this cell phone was a track phone.
Police say the phone belonged to Haulman. During an interview with police,
anybody that got a track phone is on
Shultz
some
to go for a
BS.
drive
Facts.
And then a walk in the woods.
Madness.
Walking her into the woods and hitting her with a mallet-type hammer and stabbing her several times, leaving her where she lay.
Rest in peace.
Haulman admitted to police that there is something wrong with him, and he had thoughts about killing other women, but did not confess to any other murders.
Remember.
So he admitted to the police that it was something wrong with him, and he had thoughts of killing other women, but didn't confess to no other murders. Madness.
This, again, is active, and there possibly could be other people out there. We just don't know for sure at this point how many, if any.
Haulman is locked up in Luzerne County tonight facing homicide, kidnapping, and other charges. Now, investigators are asking the public if you have had any interaction with Haulman, whether it be online or in person in our area.
Let them know.
Again, his name is Harold Haulman, but he does go by Dave sometimes online. You are asked to contact either the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office, the Columbia County District Attorney's Office, or state police. Newswatch 16 reporting live in Luzerne County.
Wow. What a world we live in, huh? What a world we live in.
Birchwood Estates.
This is madness. All of it's madness. Up here killing people that you met off a dating site. Saying something's wrong with me. I have thoughts of killing other people too, but I ain't gonna admit to it. I would highly suggest that if you have somebody in that area that's missing, if you have a young lady that's missing in that area and you know that she be on dating apps, you may want to look into this, because he said it out his own mouth. Madness. That he thinks about killing other people, other women all the time. And that something's wrong with him. Well, I wish you could have told Erica that something was wrong with you ahead of time. I wish you could have told Erica that you have thoughts of killing other women ahead of time. I wish you would have told her that you was infected by the madness ahead of time. Don't tell the police once it's too late and you already been caught and you done already took this young lady's life. It's a piece of shit. Now, she'll never get to live off live out the rest of her life. All because she was just doing what a lot of people do and just trying to meet somebody. You know, try to meet somebody new, somebody that, you know, oftentimes people is on dating websites because they're looking for companionship, looking for somebody that can, you know, be part of their lives, you know, start doing a lot of great things together, going on a lot of adventures together, finding somebody who fits you. And then because of Harold or David, whatever name you going by today, was infected by the madness, this lady will never get to, you know, experience the new experiences that she was looking for, obviously, on the dating app. That's why you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful out here. These dating apps, you know, people can pretend to be whoever they want to be. I don't know, like, people be getting catfished all the time. It's an easy way, like, not to. I really wish that, you know, she would have. Ladies, if you're going on a date and it's a dating app, try to meet up in a public place. Don't let that man come to you and you ain't met him yet. Could be anybody. Try to meet that man at a public place. You know, start the vibe. Have the first few dates in public where y'all meet up. Y'all go y'all separate ways after it's over. So that way, if he decide that he's crazy or you decide to find out that he's infected with the madness, this man don't know where you live at. You know, you're taking a risk when you allow a man to know where you stay at and you just met them off of a dating app, because you literally can be inviting a serial killer who's infected with the madness into your home. You literally can be, you know, inviting Harold, who have thoughts and dreams and fantasies of killing other women, into your home. So you always try to take some, you know, precautionary measures to protect yourself whenever you're meeting somebody that you don't know. And if you have to go out on a you have to go out on a double date, then do that. If that'll make you feel more comfortable, do that. If you have to have your brother go on the date with you, but he ain't on the date, but your brother or cousin or somebody is just off in the side to make it look like he there by himself, but he's really keeping an eye on you to make sure that you stay safe and make sure that you ain't with the madness, then do that. But yeah, a person popping up at your house, then taking you for a walk in the woods and all that, nah, that's a no-go. That's a no-go. Definitely not. And for him to just murder her like that, I swear, man, the world loses more and more compassion for human beings and each other every day. Every day, it gets crazier. It gets more madness. You know, if we treated people like they was actually human beings, like everybody is, we wouldn't have all these murders. If we had more love in our heart and not as much hate as obviously that's out there, we'll have less murders. We'll have more love, more enjoyment. But nah, it's entirely too much madness for that. Once again, rest in peace, Erica. I'm sorry that you ran into this monster. I wish things would have happened differently. And hopefully this monster will never be able to do this to anybody else ever again. Like always, if you want to join me on my quest to stop the madness, then please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, comment, and share this video, because we got some things to talk about. And no, we gonna talk about it because the madness is infectious. The madness is contagious. And the madness must be stopped. Remember, stop the madness, start the positivity, Thank you for watching. Y'all have a great night.